Hey guys, welcome back to the Kaiyo Cast. It is episode 29, and we have Adnap here. Welcome. How is your day going today?
I'm pretty alright. Spent a lot of time hanging out with my friends and VCs today, but yeah, I've had a pretty decent day so far.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I mean, it's like, what is it? It's like 11 in the morning, somewhere around there for you. It's like around lunchtime, right?
Yeah, it's 11 for me right now, with 3 minutes till.
Damn, okay, so it's like pretty much like an hour-ish till like lunchtime-ish stuff, but like, okay.
Well, normally I just make fried rice or ramen. Like, I'll just make it in my kitchen or something along the lines. It'll be generally like ham or pork fried rice with like carrots and stuff of that nature.
Not bad, not bad. I mean, like, my go-to, like, ingredients in fried rice is usually just, like, leftover rice, like, put, like, some leftover, like, throw leftover meat in there, or, like, like, leftover, like, put an egg in there, have, like, peas and, like, some vegetable stuff, or, like, some other, yeah. And then, like, ramen, I'd say, like, it depends. Like, instant ramen's more like, I'll have, like, an egg in there, maybe, do, like, one hard-boiled egg, put in a bowl, and then have, like, get, like, a pack of seaweed or some other stuff, like, the basics, yeah.
I always put, whenever I make ramen, I always put eggs in my ramen, whether it's like packaged ramen or homemade ramen. I always slide like 2 eggs in there every single time. I love it so much. It's so good.
Like soft boiled?
No. Like, I'll just crack an egg and like
Oh, you'll just.
mix it in with like the broth.
Oh, really? How is that? I've never tried that.
It's so good. It is so delicious. Says, because like the temperature of the ramen already is going to like cook the egg as it is.
Yeah.
So you have like chunks of egg white and stuff like that mixed in with it as well. And then
Oh,
like
that's actually
the
really
yolk is
good.
mixed in with the broth as well, and it's so good. It's very good. I would highly recommend trying it sometime.
Well, I honestly wish I could probably try that here. I'm gonna have to find some good quality eggs because America is like, you put egg or you eat raw egg, it's the salmonella. In all of Asia, it's like, oh, I'm not fucking, I'm like actually like serious. You go to Japan, oh, the Asian country, my home country, the Japan, you can eat raw egg. It's fine. Why is this shit bad in America? The hell with the raw egg. What,
Yeah.
bro? What the hell?
I mean, you could do it with any egg, really. Like, I've done it with all types of eggs. So, like, even whenever I was in the States, I was doing it with all eggs, just throwing it in there, mixing in my ramen.
I mean, who knows? It could be a conspiracy theory, right? Like, oh, you eat raw egg, bad for you, like that type shit, like people be weird, Yeah. Who knows?
I love
Like,
eggs. I
yeah.
have eggs with everything.
I mean, who doesn't have eggs with everything? Like, okay, talking more about just general egg stuff, right? Like, you crack an egg, you make scrambled eggs. How the fuck do you fuck up eggs? It's so impossible, or like really impossible to fuck up an egg, you know?
I feel bad for the people like my little brother who are allergic to it, so.
Oh my, no, because eggs are in a lot of things. Like they're in a lot of baked goods and a lot of like other things, a lot of dishes. Like people that are allergic to egg, it's like you have to be really careful because a lot of things have eggs or egg
Isn't.
white.
He has it a little bit better though, because he's just allergic to raw eggs. It's the chemistry in it, or something along the
Oh,
lines. I can't remember exactly. But
what about
yeah,
cooked egg?
at least he could have cooked eggs and stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. Damn, that's kind of weird. So it's just like something with the raw egg that's like the body no like.
It's a chemical. It was like a
Oh,
specific chemical that gets cooked out from an egg. So if the egg isn't cooked all the way through, you can't have it.
that makes sense. So like it can't even be like soft boiled then because it could possibly still be. So it has to be like chalky, hard boiled, fully cooked through type egg. If it's a hard boil, yeah, I get you. I get you. Personally, this is just my opinion, but like those eggs aren't bad, the chalky like hard-boiled ones, but you have to put a fuck ton of seasoning on it. You either have to, okay, am I wrong though? You have to crush it up, you have to like salt, pepper, seasoning something. It's just chalky. It's like bad. It's maybe like the texture or something, but it's
Well,
just
because at
dry.
that point it doesn't have any taste.
Yeah, it's just dry. Like soft boiled or like when it's like a little mush, a little bit runny with the egg, or like just like, even a tiny bit, or if it's like a little bit like soft or a little bit more like not as like chalky egg, it just tastes better, you know?
Isn't. I personally love like egg yolk. They're just like dripping eggs. Like I love it so much.
Sunny
Uh,
side up's fire
like
with a
like
toast.
if I make a sandwich or
Yeah,
something and I have like eggs in it, I will always have yolk still encased inside of the fried egg itself.
that sounds really good. Yeah. Also,
It's
also
really good.
with like I want to make this for like lunch sometime this week, but like go to like the Asian Mart here in like America and get like some like mayo, some just I need to buy eggs. I'm gonna make like the egg sandos, sando. Like the oh, they're so good. They're so good. Oh my god, they're so. I don't know why we just went on an egg rant, but eggs. Top
Eggs
of
are
your.
good, okay?
Okay, okay, they are. They are. How would you kind of get into VR? Like just in general, like when did you figure out about virtual reality?
Well, uh, it's actually kind of a funny story. I used to play this game called DCS, Digital Combat Simulator.
Mm.
It's a plane simulator game, military plane simulator game that is. Technically, it's not a game, it's just a simulator. But I would have like a track IR thing that tracks my head movements, and like joysticks and stuff. Uh, and I was kind of like interested. One of my friends had a VR headset, and I was wondering how that experience would go out if I had a VR headset. And instead of using it to play DCS, that same friend who had a second headset decided, hey, let's give VRChat a try. Let's play like pool or something on VRChat. And from there, it kind of just evolved into me like getting onto VRChat, like virtually, like just a lot. Like, as a matter of fact, like that DCS game, I haven't touched that in almost a year now. Since I got into this game.
That's crazy. So like you're pretty recent to virtual reality and VR then, and kind of like that like kind of worldish stuff. Like honestly, I kind of am the same a little bit too. Of like I only started
I
playing
suppose.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, like I knew about it, of course. Same. Like I heard about it back in, 2018 Knuckles age, 2017. Like all the videos. Like of course I knew about it, but I never started playing till like a year and a half ago. Like had my
Mhm.
like yeah, and then like kind of the history of like I had a Quest 1 in February of 2020 and then I played Beat Saber, super hot, your typical like, oh yeah, like your standalone VR games, right? And then like all those and then it was also more or less like, oh cool VR, it's really cool, it's new technology, I didn't know about it. Puts Quest 1 in a box for 3 years, opens it up 3 years later and gets in the VR chat. You know? So yeah.
See, I don't know. I've like known of VRChat itself for a very long time. Like I was watching like videos on it of like people like what is it, artists, like musical artists and stuff. Like even before like the whole Knuckle stuff.
Uh-huh.
I thought this was gonna be another one of those games where like I would watch it for like ever, uh, but never end up playing because like I never actually saw VR in general as something as I would do or something
Mm.
that I would do. And then I mean now here I am.
Here you are with a VR headset, full body tracking, and Lasyusha avatar off booth, and you're doing Unity stuff. And I feel like it's the kind of that like starts VR chat, and then just the decline of just like Unity depression, learning about Unity, getting the avatar. It's just everything. Arkai, you can test this. Unity is hell. Okay, it's so bad.
It is. I think like what for me at least I just like the creative aspect of it all because like I can sit here and make pretty much whatever I want. Like I don't even need to get like a base avatar from like Gumroad or Booth or anything like that. I could make something completely from scratch and it'd be 100% my own.
Yeah,
Uh, and like I do that with like assets and stuff, and it's a lot of fun as like being creative.
I just had a random idea. You said you make assets, right? Like just random. Like, have you done stuff from
I
scratch
do
before?
now. It's relatively
Yeah.
recent, but yeah. Yeah. So actually, something that I'm gonna be putting on Gumroad and Booth semi soon, whenever I actually make a couple more changes to it, and also make like Unity guns,
Mm-mm.
like AR-15, like actual like guns, like
Like tactical gear
you name
for
it.
VR
I can make it.
avatars.
I can make that from scratch.
Yeah.
As long yes, tactical gear and stuff like that. And I make it alongside two other people as well. Like we're a team that works on this stuff together. That's more of along the lines that I'm talking about.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I thought tactical gear in VR and on avatars always looked pretty cool. It was never personally like I guess like my thing of like I would get into it type thing. But I've seen a bunch of avatars with it. I think the gun mechanics and everything are really cool. As throughout the episode, as I say, my controller, my right controller does not want to fucking cooperate. I hate you. Track correctly. Um, and yeah, like I don't. I saw
Well,
this one on
I'm
Booth.
interested in that category.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, I saw this weapon on Booth. It's like a big gun like thing, and it was like the biggest like actual like sci-fi esque gun that like I've ever seen. And it was like really cool. I'll send it to you later. It was really cool.
See, I got into like the category of like VR tactical stuff, mostly because of my prior real life experience, because I'm prior military, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would see like a lot of these gun assets and stuff that quite literally just weren't realistic enough for me. I take inspiration from some of them, just like how you set up the animations and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just everybody has their own unique style, even with like making the exact same gun on how
Oh
it's
yeah,
meant to
yeah.
stuff, and that's something I also like.
Oh yeah, just like unique creations, or just like with any art style, even just with regular art. I mean, like for example, your Lasyusha is I was pretty much sure it was a piece of art. You know, and it's pretty cool. I mean, like, goddamn, like,
I appreciate it.
I mean,
I
Lasyusha's just arguably the best avatar on Booth. You know, not biased. You know.
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Lasyusha, best base. Everyone should get an Lasyusha. Everybody should do everything for it. You know, just saying.
I'm calling everyone out on this too. All the Lash users, I'm calling the community, I'm calling everyone out. Why is there 9,000 favorites on Booth? And why in my friend group and Adnap's friend group and every single person Lasyusha like friend group, why am I known as the only Lasyusha? Why does it have 9,000 favorites now and I barely see us in
Yeah,
freaking
it's
VR? I
it's
never see us. There's no Lasyushas. I never see any of us.
yeah.
Where are we?
I'm always confused by this, cause like I can go out in like a pug, or like not any public instance, mostly like pugs and stuff. But like I can go out and find other Lasyushas fairly easily. But for some reason, in my friend group and like other people's friend groups who also use Lasyushas, everybody only refers to them as the Lasyusha in their friend group. All of my
Yeah.
friends call it like that whenever they see another Lasyusha, they say, "Oh, another Adnap." And it just blows my mind away because like there's so many people who have and use this space, and they're all so unique. So how? Why am I the Lasyusha for you guys? What the heck?
Yeah, like there's so much less. Like for example, like some really cool ones I've really seen is like Lorena has a really cool one. You have some really cool Lasyushas. Like for example, like some people at the meetups, like I've seen all the Twitter posts of like Ishimaru has such a like the demon Lasyusha. Like that is such a cool fucking design. Oh my god, yo, it's so cool.
Yeah, especially at the Lasyusha meetups, I love the amount of unique Lasyushas there are. It makes me so happy. I love how incredible they are because they've got incredible detail. Like I love them.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's like Lasyusha is like a I don't know. It's just a really nice avatar. I really like it. It's like I don't surprisingly just the default like this is mostly the default Lasyusha proportions. And like surprisingly, if I like just put my arm out and look IRL through like the light leak in my headset, that is just my fucking arm. Like that is shockingly scary of like how fucking thin my arm is, but that is literally just my arm. That's weird to me.
Funny enough, Lasyusha, the default Lasyusha, this is including like the heel height as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but default Lasyusha is actually my exact height in real life.
That's crazy. Wait, that's actually so cool. Short
I'm
gig be
short,
like,
no, so you know,
wait, how tall are you?
I'm 160 centimeters.
Ah, that's not bad. Ah, chill. That's like 5'3". That's not that bad. Like I'm only
It's
5'6".
5'3" in US.
Yeah, I'm like 5'6". You're not sure, like you're pretty, you know. It's
Everybody
not
else calls me. Everybody I meet is
okay,
taller
because
than me.
everyone else
What
is
the
like
heck?
6 feet goddamn tall. What do you think, Ad? People are gonna call us short. Okay,
It's
I
just
will tell.
people need to donate some of their height over to me. It's not fair.
Literally, no, literally, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Like just being a smidge taller, like even if you were like 5'6" or 5'7", I think that'd be like 5'6" is a good height. Okay, I don't think it's that short. Like 5'6" is like where you still have a little bit of arm length, but it's also like you're still short enough to where it's like, oh, I can't reach the top shelf. Hey, just climb on the counter. Problem solved. Climbs on counter, grabs thing from
Isn't
top
that like
shelf.
what, like 2 inches below average in the United States?
Oh my god damn it. I
I
think
thought it
that's
was like
actually a good
5'8",
I think
5'7",
it's
or
I think
5'8".
it's I think it's 5'10". Correct me on this. I will put it in post right here of what it is. I will look this up on Google after. But like I think it's 5'8" or around there, around that range of 5'8", 5'10", around. But like speaking of like just more general, really short moment and stories, right? I went to Japan last year, right? I actually, the home country for once, I was like, damn, I'm actually average height for once. One of this boy, oh yo, I'm actually, yo, guys, I fit in, yo, I'm like normal height. But like, yeah, like,
I
I'm not even that short. It's like, and it's not even that way. Okay, that, if you look it up on Google, I think like the actual like scientific like midget height, I don't like saying that, but like what, this is what Google says, okay? Don't cancel me, cancel Google. 4'10". That's what Google said. Yeah.
aren't you? Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't you like legally classified as like I think dwarfism if you're like 5'10" or 4'10", not 5'10"?
I think. Cancel Google. Twitter, cancel Google. It wasn't me. I never said it. Google said it. It was ChatGPT. Oh, swear it was ChatGPT. Oh my. It's
All of
okay. Okay.
Google's.
It's literally all Google's fault. But like, being short's not even that bad. Hear me out. This is the whole short argument. This is a bit now, okay? Cars. I don't hit my head on the car door. Absolute dub. Okay? Yo, absolute dub. Yo, I don't hit my head on door frame. Yo, that's the
Okay, but
absolute
what
dub.
about a Miata?
I still hit my head on the door frame because that car is low as fuck to the ground, okay? Also, I'm just partially
too,
clumsy,
don't
but we
worry.
don't talk about that. But my
I
mom has
drive
a
a Kia
Miata.
Soul for a reason.
Every time I hit my head on the damn car. Even if I'm looking, like, you know how you duck to get into the car and you still hit your head and it's like,
Is it
how?
somehow you still manage to hit it even though you shouldn't have?
Like you are aware of it and it's more embarrassing because you were aware of it?
Yeah, no, I'm just disappointed in myself and kind of just have to sit there for like 10 seconds and just reflect on life a little.
Oh yeah, like it's literally just that like thing of like, oh yeah, like I was like totally aware of this. You know, yeah, it's
It
disappointing.
was planned, it was pre planned.
And pre-planned. But like honestly though, like with the VR chat and just like with expression and with avatars, right? Like when, for example, with all that, like really, really shifting here from being short and height talk to comfortability and other stuff with being who you are more in VR chat, being comfortable with who you are, because kind of with that topic, right? Like a lot of people in VR are like, oh, I want to be tall, for example, because I'm short IRL, or like I am shorter or taller depending on like how I want to like actually like goals and what I want to set for myself and like appearance wise, right? And how Lasyusha often really fits to my actual general proportions IRL, like just defaultly, which is I think is really cool. And one of the avatars I used to use before for about a year was just Remy. Like it was a good avatar, a good Gumroad avatar, one of the only actual Gumroad avatars I like. Like, you know, shout out to Cam, you know, like good Remy's good, you know. Tinny, okay, Tinny was also good, but Tinny didn't do as well, I don't think. But like, I don't know. It's a good avatar. It was the OG. It
I
was the
think it made
OG.
considerably less sales. I
Yeah,
saw the
right?
Remy stuff.
Yeah, Tinny did like significantly worse, I think.
I actually debated getting it.
Yeah. I have it because it was cool. The bow and arrow is really cool. It's actually really cool. Also, the
Okay.
gun system on Remy is not bad. I thought it was really cool with like the whole sci-fi, like the whole noises and all that with Remy. Yeah, it's pretty.
See, uh I was always hesitant in the first place about using things like Gumroad avatars. Just cause like the style, I preferred more of like the anime style that most of the time Boot has.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I didn't know about Booth
so,
at the
but like
time,
I came
so I
across
learned
like
about it
Remy and
later.
stuff like that, and I was actually
Yeah,
kind of well, I've known about Booth for like all since I was first like interested in making my own avatars.
yeah, yeah.
As a matter of fact, the first avatar I was looking to get ever, which I did get, I eventually was Wisasaki. If you're familiar with that avatar, it's a small, very short little girl avatar.
You're
She's
gonna have
very
to send me that
adorable.
base, and I'm gonna have to put it here in post production as an image because I don't know what that is.
I'll send you a link to it, or I'll send you a picture of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I used to, before I got into making avatars and stuff. Uh, I actually used to have a public version of it that used to be available. It's no longer there. Um, it got taken down, but it was like a super short one. Like literally 20 centimeters tall,
What? That's so
and I
short.
would just run around as that tiny little creature.
Really random. But like shifting to a little bit more like VR headsets and HMDs, a little bit. But like, what headset do you use? I don't think I ever asked what headset you use.
I use a HTC Vive Pro with index controllers and 1.0 trackers.
Hey, some people say those 1.0 trackers are ass. Okay, with like some rebuff reality, like other like extended battery life stuff, those motherfuckers are so tanky. You take off one of those trackers and chuck that shit at a brick wall, it doesn't fucking break. Those things are way more tanky than the 3.0s.
Yeah, no, I do a lot of like stunts sometimes with like RP stuff,
Oh,
and like
100%.
these things will take a beating and they're fine. That and like with the extended battery stuff, uh, my controllers, which last 8 hours already, can die 3 times, and my trackers will still be kicking, and it's insane.
Oh, yeah, it's like 10, 20 hours more battery onto the trackers, and it's like controller. For example, track, please. Track. What the fuck are you doing? Track. What? Ignoring this dumbass controller. For example, these die. Only 8 hours of battery life. Trackers be like, I'm showing. Controller, you just have skill issue.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
trackers will just keep on going. Like, the trackers will look at the controllers and be like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Damn, that's crazy. We really need like a mod like that or something for controllers. Or something in the future, like extended battery life thing for a controller.
I mean, I'm sure somebody has come up with a solution. L- like somebody has probably figured out that they can like have some kind of crazy contraption onto their arms
Oh
to
yeah, probably
charge your
really
controllers
scuffed.
at the same
Oh yeah,
time.
probably.
I'm sure
Like
somebody
really,
has figured it out.
I'm looking this up after and I will dig. If I can't find anything, I will be like, hey Brad, has anyone built this? Please send me photo. Oh yeah, like speaking of like just VR headsets and some weird ones or ish ones that have came out in 2024 at least. Vision Pro, I wouldn't say it was a flop. It was just Apple didn't really advertise it that well. And in general, I've tried one. I tried the demo. It's good. The displays are nice. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Um, it's really cool how like
That
it's
was
like
the one
hand.
where like people could like walk around like in
Yeah,
public and still
yeah.
see, right?
Okay, the one thing that's really cool about it
Yeah.
that we should have on more headsets of like like how like the batteries built into headsets. We need to get rid of that because batteries inside headsets increase the weight of them. If we could diminish the weight and slim down the headset more, what the Vision Pro does is actually really good. Of like have a separate like 20K or just, like battery pack, stick that crap in your pocket or have like a holder for it on like a belt and have a cable going up to the headset and charging it. That is so much better because the battery is separate. You could have multiple of them. You could hot swap them, and the headset is just a lighter.
If, okay, to explain, I'm not that big of a fan of like Oculus or like really just standalone in the first place. Uh, you lose a lot of stuff whenever you do standalone, like quality in terms of like games and stuff like that. But I mean, I get the appeal of it, but that is not my thing in the slightest.
I totally
I don't
get
want
you.
a battery in my headset because, like you said, it increases the weight, and I already
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a brick on my face.
True, 100%. Like the
Like
index is like,
I don't need that.
oh yeah, yeah. The index doesn't have a battery. It's like, hey, I'm the Valve Index. Looks at it. Why the fuck are you 2 pounds? This is 1.87. Like, why the fuck is that thing almost 2 pounds? Jesus Christ. It's a brick and a half.
Hmm.
Yeah, like, and it's also like all these other doo-doo headsets of like the Vario headsets. I get their enterprise shit and this other headset, but like the Vario Aero, no way that thing on launch was fucking 2 grand. That thing is dog shit. It's at I will vouch for it. It is even at $1,000. Do not buy the Vario Aero. It is dog shit. I will literally talk about this in that literally like episode 30 with my friend Boneless coming up. Literally watch that one. The title probably like at the probably the final title, literally, Vario Arrow sucks ass, feet boneless.
I wouldn't know. I've used 3 headsets total, and 2 of them were Oculus, and I hated both of those. They had like the same issues. I finally got this Vive Pro, and it's exactly like what I really needed, aside from the weight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like, I am someone who's just against Oculus, I guess. I don't like Oculus
I mean, I get you. I mean, there's a
headsets.
lot of
They
people
make
that
me
are.
angry. They have so
Yeah,
many issues.
I mean, it's also like we can go into this a little bit later, but also like I kind of want to talk about Palmer Luckey and his views on VR because a lot of people are like, oh, he's kind of weird, you know, like he created like military defense company that he works for now, and he doesn't he works for VR and like military now, and it's like crazy, right? Like he's a little crazy. He's a little crazy. I don't know, like I don't, but like you know, he if he
I'm
never
not really
created the
familiar with
Oculus
them.
Rift, we would never have standalone or the Quest 1, the Quest 2, the Quest Pro, the Quest 3. None of that would have happened. Where would VR or virtual reality be without the Oculus Rift? All of this other stuff, right? The Dev Kit 1, you know, just all
Yeah,
these
that's
pre-VR
true.
inventions, right? Like, for example, that could even like affect the timeline of like, where the frick would the Valve Index be? Would that have ever been a thing? Like, you know, like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah, I
timeline
get that.
generally. Yeah, it's just a
Still
little
don't
bit of.
like them, but you know.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like the only thing I actually like about them is maybe because they're a little bit. Well, it's the memories partially because like Quest 1 I still vouch for because it was my first headset. I like it. Except for it's a brick. I modded it and I hate it still because holy shit, that thing is top heavy to hell. Why the? Oh my god, the dual OLED display on it was nice. 1400 by 1600 per eye. Yeah, it's the same as the Valve Index. But like that thing is heavy. It's so top heavy, unreasonably top heavy. Um, I will always keep it because it was my first ever headset. But like, you know, I've tried a bunch of headsets. That was my first one. Then I got a Quest 2. I hate it. I because of the fucking 3-stage adjustment IPD thing. Yo, I got fucking eye strain. I hate that
Yeah,
shit.
the Quest 2 was the second one that I had. I
It's
had the Rift
ass.
S first.
I hate it. Quest 2, it's so bad. Quest 3 is a little bit more of an
It made me
improvement.
angry. It made me so angry.
Quest 2 makes me so angry. Just actually, like, other than literally just chuck a metal rod onto it, tape it to it, and be fucking Thor's hammer and slam it at someone. Other than that, it sucks. Quest 3 and Quest Pro are an improvement. The Quest Pro, because it's the only actual goddamn single HMD on the market that has face and eye tracking in one headset, which we need more of companies, please. Um, you know, the Vive facial tracker discontinued, actually good product, but also like I've heard other things of like, oh, if it was updating, you never knew it was updating, and then you unplug it and you fuck it up and it dies, you know, like that problem or like other things with it. Also with like just
And they
eye
even
tracking mods and other stuff with like, you know, there's a bunch of DIY shit for the big screen beyond now and just a bunch of other stuff, but like even for the index, but it's also like, who the fuck
right,
knows how
right.
to solder? Like an average VR user doesn't know how to do that. Like, yeah, VR technology, we love it. Help me. Help me. It sucks. You better help
VR
me.
is
VR.
is VR is just confusing.
It really is though. Like this market is like I feel like what really sparked it, like really going back like what 2010, 2012ish, 2011, somewhere around there. SAO, Sword Art Online comes to think the most dog shit shitty anime of all time. Please freaking oh my god, it's only okay. The most haters on it are actual just SAO fans. The last 2 seasons were okay. Kirito as femboy was kind of cool. Second season, hey yo, long hair Kirito, hey yo, what? Honestly though, first season, dog shit. First part of it, okay. The whole die in the game, you die in real life, good meme, okay, good meme. Other than that, last season, second to last season, it was alright. The whole, but like, basically my point on that is like, if SAO, for example, has just never got an anime adaptation, would VR actually would have had the hype it had? You know, because around that same time, it was around like that time, VR kind of as a concept was kind of being hyped up by that, and then Oculus became a thing, and then everything kind of there just kind of ramped up slightly, and then that kind of created the VR hype. You
Right,
know?
right.
Yeah,
I didn't really hear all that much about like the connection between SAO and VR in general, just because it's like, I mean, obviously it's not gonna be the same lines. It's
Yeah.
just a TV on your face. But I mean, I don't know. Like, by the way, season one was peak of SAO. That's kind of a joke, but
Hear me out.
I digress.
Hear me out. Who the fuck asked for fairies? If you watch the show, you know. But like, no one fucking asked.
Hold on,
Okay.
hold on. Part one of season one was peak of SAO.
Yeah,
but
part one. First 12 episodes, peak.
They could have done it a lot better.
True.
They
It
could
felt
have done
rushed.
it way better. By
Felt way more-
Alicization, especially part two,
It's fire.
I did like it because it
It's
didn't
fire.
focus on it didn't focus on Kirito and it actually focused on other things.
Okay,
and I loved
no,
it so
no,
much.
that's actually funny. Alicization was good because the main fucking character was goddamn crippled. That's why it was fucking Kirito's in a wheelchair the whole fucking thing until the
That's why I
Kirito
liked
was
it.
not involved.
They literally made a joke about him being a vegetable in the show, and I loved it.
Man's is crippled, and it's all about the other actual good characters, okay? Not fucking typical black-haired MC, typical look at Yu-Gi-Oh,
It was good. It was written. I think
Blue
that's
Sword,
whenever it did
Blue,
the
yeah,
best.
no, I loved him. He was so good. The blonde, yeah, he was cool.
He was good. He was good. Too bad that he was just character development.
He was a good character. Alice, though? Alice, though?
Alice was cool. As Alice, though, if you think about it, was really just what was that one character? Saber from Fate Granddaughter, or just Fate in general.
It's pretty much just Saber, but, like, worse. Okay, Fate
She's
Granddaughter.
still cool. Saber's cool.
Oh yeah.
She's cool.
Oh yeah. 100%. Like also with just like what is it like? There's so oh my god. We're going this a little bit, but this could be a whole goddamn tangent if we wanted it to be. The Fate series is holy shit. There's so much spin-offs and Jesus Christ. Like
Fate confuses me and it
it
scares me.
does. It no. It like I literally watched the old. It's an older video of like Gart or Giga doing the whole Fate series explained in one video. Holy shit, was I confused? What the fuck is that universe? Like I will link that video in the description of this video. But like, why? Like
It's so confusing. I don't understand it.
like okay, like what is it? Unlimited Blade Works with like Rin Tosaka. Like that was pretty good. I watched it. I enjoyed it. It was good. Yeah, one of the first actual like okay decent tsunderes. Speaking of like sci-fi stuff, 'cause-
Cinderella's aren't that bad.
okay, she was pretty mid though. She was pretty mid. Like she was like your bog standard, very
She was,
mid.
she was.
Yeah, like Karisu though
I
from
mean,
Steins
it's
Gate.
a common character trope for a reason, though.
Karisu from Steins Gate.
I actually never watched Steingate, so I need
Okay,
to,
hear me
but
out.
I still haven't to.
Hear me out. Why are red hair females hot? Is that just me though? Okay,
Hey,
example.
I
Come on, hear me out. Karisu from Steins Gate. Yes. Also, the only reason why I watched the God's Game We Play, that main female MC. God damn, yo. Hey, yo, I did it for real. Okay. I couldn't play Weathering Waves. Good game. Kuro Games. Good devs, right? Yin Lin though. Why did they make her hot? Holy shit. Bro, why is she hot?
So whenever her banner came up, I tried to pull for her and failed horribly and got
Oh, no.
sad and stopped
Oh
playing.
no. Oh no. Okay, honestly, same situation though. Literally everyone sims for Kafka in HSR. Who doesn't? The whole community, literally, same with me. That exact banner when it came out, I was
Okay,
like,
but hold on. Kafka
Okay.
is basically mom. Like,
She is
wouldn't
mom.
I get the whole timeline stuff. I know I play at HSR, but like literally, our character wouldn't be there without Kafka and I can't
yeah.
remember their name. Elio.
yeah. Okay,
Like,
the
that
theory
is
is Elio's
Kafka's
the goddamn
mom.
cat.
Like, even
Is
if
Elio the
not
cat?
a weird like
There's no way Elio's the
like
cat.
mommy thing, not that way.
Elio's not the
I
cat,
have
right?
no idea. I
We have
don't
theories.
know. I haven't
The
gotten that far into the story just yet.
Oh, the
I don't-
community has the. Oh, we don't even know who Elio is. I don't think so. I think so, yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
I
so.
mean, in Kafka's splash art, there's a damn cat. And everyone's like, the damn cat's fucking Elio, bro. Speculation. The damn cat was the cat all along. Okay, but like,
People are
Firefly?
always speculating things.
Yeah, yeah. Firefly being one of the Stellan Hunters was not surprising to me.
I didn't surprise me at all.
She's so cool. I'm still
I
trying to
didn't
pull
surprise
her.
me in the slightest.
I do not know how much time is left on her banner, but I do not have Firefly yet, and I'm sad.
I haven't played like, so I started playing again fairly recently, and then like Wuthering Waves came out, focused on that,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I stopped around then, and now ZZZ is out. So,
Okay.
like, I'm like
Okay.
hyper focused on that. So
Hear me out. I'm like almost I'm like almost level 30, around level 30 in ZZZ, right? I'm playing a lot of it. I got lucky, okay? I have Ellen and her weapon. She's so good. Okay? Also, who knows the dolphin girl in VRChat with a tail sticking out her ass would like the shark girl in ZZZ? Who fucking knew? She's cool.
well, so I got really lucky with mine. I got, so my first pull ended up being Soldier 11, which I was like, okay,
What?
she's alright. But
She's-
then
she's a good
whenever I
fighter?
was, yeah, I got Soldier 11. She's alright. Like she's really good for like staggering enemies and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and doing a lot of damage. But she wasn't really my playstyle. But then I got Ellen Joe, and I was like, oh, I've got all these pulls left over from like playing the story, so I might as well just use all of them at once, within all the same 30 pulls, because I save up all of my pulls until I feel like pulling, so I had like
Yeah.
50, 60 of them.
Oh, like you had like
Within the
50,
same 30
you had like
pulls,
5
I got the
multis.
puppet woman. I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
She's
I
good.
got the puppet woman, and then I got a Lycaon. I think that's how you say his name.
Okay, he's
But I
a
got Lycaon
furry,
twice.
but like, hear me out. Like, he's like a good
He is
ice
so cool
team.
though.
Yeah, I mean, he's good with Ellen and Shokaku, and it's a really cracked ice team. But like later in the game, they come out with another female fucking ice character. Yo, that guy is getting yeeted out of my team, bro. Oh my gosh,
He's
God, I
so
like
cool
women.
though.
God,
Like
I like
he
women.
literally kicks at the
I
speed of
like
sound.
women though. I like women, okay? He's cool, but women though.
Okay, I'm gay, but I still like him.
But women though.
I get it. I'm with you. However, Lycaon is really cool.
He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I can agree with that. I don't have him. I'm sad.
And he's such an effective character too. I use the electric puppet woman with them.
Okay, you know the shark. What is it? What are they called again? The like the little guys.
Bangboo?
Yeah, Bangboo.
Yes,
Yeah,
I got the
I
shark
got the
thing.
shark. I got the shark list. So, yeah.
I got it 3 times now, and I'm so happy. I'm about to get the butler one now, but like, I was so happy because I was like, oh my god, I need the shark one. It's so adorable. He's literally just in the shark onesie.
Did you see the Twitter post? I need to send you this. There's a shark Bangboo plush, and I literally bought it. I bought it already.
Ooh, that's adorable.
It's so good. It's such a good plush. I need to send you this. I already bought one. Me playing HSR.
I didn't bring
Okay,
it up. I was
okay,
just
a little
saying.
bit, a little bit. Okay, we're not talking about this, but like HSR, we're not talking about how much money I spent. I'm like F2.
Just so you know, I'm a free to play for all of those games, except for
Hear me out.
Genshin. I used to play
Hear me
that
out.
game and then I quit it, but I stopped that. I've been free to play gacha since.
Hear me out. Being F2P++ is not bad, as long as you don't go broke.
Listen, okay, so considering I was able to get full S-rated characters.
Okay,
in
but it's also just get
ZZZ
good.
already.
It's also just like put in your ZZD description. Hi, I'm Adnap. No, I win. Cause you just win. You're just F2. It's like I'd win.
I mean, I suppose. I don't know. I just don't want to waste money on a gacha
True,
game whenever
true.
I already
Hey.
have other things to pay for and
Hear me
buy.
out. why waste money on DZZ when you can get more stuff on Booth? You know what I'm saying? Get some Abby stuff, you know? Hey, yo, like,
Why spend money on Booth whenever I can just make the things that I see?
you think I'm talented like that? I make too much video. I already have this to do. I have way too much other shit to do. You think I have time to learn Unity?
I was speaking for just me. That's pretty much how I like think. Like I'll see something on Booth, and either one, I don't want to make it, so I'll buy it, or two, I'll want to make it, and I'll just make it instead.
No, but like, yeah, I totally get you on that. Of like, Booth is just really just generally good for assets, but if you have that talent to like, okay, make things, make your own textures. Like Lorena is really good at textures. I'm not. Have you seen her? Her texture work is like so good.
Yes, yes. I
Yeah.
have. I actually, so on I made a, we called it beach episode, with my other friends, because there's a point where we were just going to a bunch of, like, beach and swim worlds and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So we made, like, beach episode versions of our main avatars, and I actually used Lorena's, texture. I told her about it. I used her ad texture on it, and it looks so good. They're
Wait,
so
do you still
well
have the
done.
avatar? You're showing me that after this
Yes.
episode.
Yes, I can.
Okay, but like, it's VRChat. You have to eventually just have that beach episode. You know, it's summer. Hear me out. It's summer.
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
Also, this is personally just me, but like for my personal preference of like, I'm so sorry, but like, I will point this out. But like the fact of a lot of Lasyusha users have the, why is it so big, Adnap? The hell? What's that personality though?
What? It's default.
I know it's the default, but it's too big. I lowered mine as much as possible. I try to lower it even more. I'm fucking flat, IRL. Okay, I'm trying to like make this like accurate. Yo, what the fuck? Why are all these avatars like damn fucking the size of the Grand Canyon, bro?
Well, I mean, the reason I don't really change it, and if I change it, it's not by much, is because I think it's similar. So I kind of just.
Oh yeah. No, I totally get you on that, but it's like personally for me, I'm trying to make it like you know, but it's like it's sad, you know. Okay, like all these, you know what I'm saying? All Celestia, all these avatars. Why? That's not real. Why?
I don't know. I mean, normally I like shrink things because I don't like. So with Lasyusha specifically, before I actually like would shrink it just because like I'm not that big on like a whole bunch of like ridiculous fizzbun effects
Yeah.
on avatars in that area. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. But I actually like found like the perfect settings for Lasyusha specifically, so that we did have like a realistic met. I didn't really do it for this avatar. But like I wanted, if I was gonna have it, I wanted it to be realistic instead of bouncing ridiculously all over the place. Cause
Oh
it
yeah, because
annoys
all
me.
the physics are like
Uh,
really weird, or like they're not realistic like at all. Can you show me that? Actually, I'm kind of curious
yeah.
about that. Yes, I want to talk to you about that. But like, yeah, well, like a lot of the
About
stuff,
the settings?
or yeah, just the settings. But like a lot of that stuff is just not realistic at all, or it's
Yeah,
very
no,
like
I don't like it whenever
anime.
it's like I don't know. I wouldn't say it like breaks immersion or anything, but it's like it's too much, and I don't want people to look at me like that or just only stare at me like that. That just makes me feel weird. I don't want
Well,
that.
no, it makes me uncomfortable too. It's just weird.
So yeah, in other models before I got to Lasyusha, I would normally just like basically shrink it or turn off the fizz buns in them, as that way people couldn't just stare at them.
Like,
Sure, I kind of liked how she was in general, and
yeah,
I didn't mind the size because it was attuned to. I don't know how to explain it. But
yeah.
yeah, all I really did was just kind of like figure out the exact like actual
Mhm.
realistic look to it, so that way it was like not too much, but it was like but it would actually like move realistically. You know, it would actually
I
feel
will say
real, I
this
guess.
much: any size is fine. People, I will slap anyone that says otherwise. Okay, but also it's like just sci-fi in general. Really shifting here. That aesthetic, like you literally look like you come out of cyberpunk world, or just like like cyber, like
I
somewhat,
appreciate that.
yeah.
That's kind of what I was going for.
No, but like really, like you're like, oh, if you were like David Martinez's like friend or something, and like cyberpunk or like, like you know, like you look like that, like vibe, you know, like.
I appreciate that. I had been like brainstorming this avatar for a while, like several months ago, but I only actually like got into making it after I went to that Lasyusha meetup event.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I still need to go to one
Cause
of
like
those.
I
I
saw the
keep
amount of
missing
like
them.
pretty unique Lasyusha there's where it's so worth it. Oh my god.
Yeah. Did you meet Ishimaru?
But like I went to the I met Genku, Ishimaru, I met all of them. They're so cool, so wonderful.
I want to meet everyone.
But I went to
I want
that
to
and
meet
I got
everyone.
super inspired to actually make like a super unique one. And so I was like, okay, I have to make this. I have to do it. And then like within the next week, I had already gotten the vast majority of it done, which was, I mean, it was simple. It's just, uh, taking the legs of I did like, which was on Cyan, uh, a Gumroad avatar actually, and then putting it onto Lasyusha. It's relatively simple in terms of like what you have to do in Blender, compared
I have
to
an
what
idea.
other people would end up having to do as well.
You know your way around Lasyusha.
See?
Also, Lorena knows her way around textures. I just had an idea of like commissioning both of you to make like a really unique Lasyusha. An idea. I want to talk to you about this later. And with Lorena, because like I could,
Alrighty.
yeah, I could like talk about this a little bit, but like I've wanted to make like a very good, unique themed Lasyusha, like that's ocean themed for a while, because I haven't seen one like at all, and like I really want to like try to
Mhm.
go for something like that, and I do want to like, I know you, I know Lorena, a couple people that actually know their way around Lasyusha and do custom stuff for it, so I just like honestly just want to speculate and like work on something like that. I thought that'd be really cool.
Isn't. I think that'd be cool as well.
And then show up to the last meet and be a menace because Dolphin
Isn't.
does cartwheel,
That'd
kicks
be a
the
lot of
wall,
fun. I
falls
think you're
over.
gonna love the meat.
Yeah, I think Lorena was
There's
talking about it too, of like people know her a little bit for like doing a flip, like something like that, and then like all the Japanese people that are like, oh, fool! They're so
yes.
yeah.
Sounds about right.
I think she's just cool. I just love this avatar, even just
And that
like
sushi is amazing. Best
yeah,
base. Best base ever.
it's so cool. Also like
Literally the best base.
oh yeah, but also like I showed you last night of like the low poly Lasyusha, of like I'm bringing that to the meetup, and
Yes, you showed
it's
me
gonna be
that.
great. No, it's gonna be great. Yeah, it's gonna be. I wonder what actual like everyone's reaction is gonna be. Cause shout out to my friend Birb, they do all the low poly stuff. They're really talented with it and just like low polying everything. Their kind of
Mm-hmm.
talent is making funnies as they call it, or as they call it on their ko-fi, the low poly plague. It's very
Yes,
funny. It's very funny. Of like they will just like ask friends for commissions, or they do commissions of like, hey, would you want a funny, or just like have your avatar be low poly and optimized, or have like a funny fallback. Like it's just really cool. But also like their skill is literally like
on the
getting it under 2,000 polys. Or like my friend Twitch, because of all the outfits and the audio link and a lot of stuff on it, like it's still only 4,000 polygons, pretty much. Like that's crazy.
isn't the a crazy optimized.
So yeah, like I've never seen
I love
anything that optimized
optimization. It
before.
makes me happy.
It makes me very happy, but it's also like that one YouTube short video or all the other videos of like, hey, I get a booth model or a Gumroad model or just any model. Looks at the stats. I don't know how to upload this. Everyone in VRChat be like, enter, upload, 300,000 polys. You didn't take a minute to look at a tutorial how to optimize at all? Just uploads.
Nobody ever does, unfortunately. It makes me sad, because then my poor computer has to explode because of it.
It's both of our computers. Like, okay, I do need to actually talk to you about this sometime, like, genuinely, but, like, I have the most optimized settings for VR because I run a 2060. So, like, if you need optimized settings or just, like, stuff for publics or tips on that, ask me. I've gone through it all. I have a 2060 ad.
I are they
Yeah.
like Alterius? Because like Clem Worlds as an example, I like cannot go to like that
Oh, I
one time
survive
you
in everything.
invited me and I like crashed shortly afterwards.
I survive in every
I can't
world.
do that for some reason. I don't know what it is, and it like well actually it's mostly an overheat because my computer struggles with heating because I only have the one fan that's like keeping I like keeping everything cool, and my case isn't big enough to get another fan for it, so it kind of suffers in that run.
I mean, every once in a while, even this world is sometimes taxing for my computer, but it's also like, you just hear the GPU or the fans will be like, ramp up, down, up, down. Like, it's just slowly, like, 100% usage.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
just like,
happens
just
with
like
mine.
throttling. Yeah. But, like, it's fine. Like, I've learned how to survive, like, for the most part. Like, I get good frames. I can go to any world. I've been to club events, max instance events, VR convention events. I survived every time. It's just you have to know what to do. And, like, I guess my computer is also, like, pretty balanced in the fact of, like, it doesn't overheat, but it does run a little hot. Of course, like, just performance-wise in a lot of big, heavy worlds and taxing worlds, but that just happens,
Mine
you know?
overheats.
It just overheats. I think it's a heating
Mine just
problem.
straight up
Oh no,
overheats.
it's
Like
definitely a
I
cooling problem.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
it's a cooling issues. And like I said, my case is too small for me to fit another fan in there. So I have to get a new case and basically move the entirety of my components into the new case so that way I can fit another fan into it. I just don't have good enough cooling in my computer.
I will commission you and Lorena for we're gonna work on this Lasyusha, and I will give you monies to get a new case because we need to get you a new case and more fans.
Well, that's kind of why, that's part of the reason as to why me and my trio of gun makers, that's why we're kind of like now pushing for like Gumroad and Boost so that way we can like start upgrading our stuff. Uh,
Oh yeah, 100%. I
Like
mean, like
in terms
you
of like
have talent.
PC stuff, I'm the
I
one who
even told
likes the
Lorena
most.
this too, of like Lorena has so much talent of the fact of like she finally started or she does commissions now too, of like I'm like guys, you guys have so much talent. Like I get burnouts the thing, but also like commissions though.
Uh, Well, like,
Yeah,
so the other thing that I'm worried about is that like, so whenever it comes to like what I do, like gun commissions
yeah,
and stuff, I understand that I could charge more, that like we could charge more, but we're all under the same mindset that like for this I set, like I feel like it's just wrong, like to
yeah. I get you.
charge like because other gun commissioners for gunsmiths, they'll charge like upwards of like 60, sometimes $100 for a gun, and then I look at that, or like whenever I make pretty much the same gun, we normally don't charge anywhere like higher than $40 just because it's like I don't know, the amount of work that goes into it just doesn't compute to me.
I mean, I
And
totally
I
get you on
also
that.
actually
Yeah.
like enjoy doing this stuff to me.
Oh yeah,
So
like
like
same.
I
Yeah.
could like in order to like, get more money and be able to afford like upgrades and stuff for my computer, we could like bring up the price, but at the same time, I'm not I want people to be able to actually afford what I'm making because I'm enjoying it and I want people to experience that joy of it as well. So ours I don't know. I don't know. That was a little bit of a rant on prices,
I mean, I
commission
get
prices, I
you.
guess.
I mean, I totally get you on that. And it's the fact of like, I have an opinion on it too, of like, just for example, like, just anything commission based, like video editing or stuff, can get very expensive for just people's time. Or, like, for example, like, just avatar stuff, rigging is hell. Like, if we're just talking about like VTuber community, 3D models, everything, scratch, from scratch, rigging, art for the art, under the art, everything, rigging, like that
Yeah.
shit is like crazy. Like, and of course, if you're getting someone reputable, like really reputable, and like like Hall Live and all this other stuff for like really big riggers, like 2 grand, maybe three. Like it's up there. It's a lot.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
yeah. And that's kind of like the other thing is that like we're kind of like rather small, especially right now. So it's like I don't know. I feel like I don't have the right to be able to be like, yes, pay me X amount of big number to make a gun. No, no.
Well, yeah, because my friend Burbs does this for a living. Like they do commissions and they have a schedule and all that. But like for theirs, they could be charging like upwards of 400 for the amount of work and effort and grind for the avatar they put in, right? But like they or she is charging
Mhm.
150 for thing, which is like I'm like that's crazy. Like of course 150 to a lot of people that's a lot, but like for the amount of work and for the amount
Right.
of turnaround time and the grind, like she'll get it done in like 2 3 weeks and it'll be done. Like the amount of work and amount of like
Mhm.
that's a lot of crap to do and like optimize, like that's a lot. And like
Right. Right.
yeah, but like I totally get that. Like the more appealing price of like 150 would be a little bit more, but just like appealing. But it's also just like the only thing that gets me on that is she's doing it for a living, and it's the only way she's making money. So that complicates things a little. Well, that also goes with the thing of like money and passion is also just like a very complicated topic. For example, like I'll put an example out there of like, oh, you want to be creative, you don't want to burn out, but you also want to like do commissions or do stuff or do YouTube, for example. It's also like, when does something actually go from a hobby and a passion to an actual job, but like where you're still having fun with it and making money off of it? Like that's the weird line of like, kind of what I'm saying of like, where it's like if you're not having
I
fun with it
suppose,
anymore.
like for
Yeah, there's like a
me,
weird line.
yeah, I get it, but like for me, like whenever it comes to asset creation, most like just guns, cause like I know a lot about guns, and I'm very passionate about like the functionality of it for like a VR, and I have a lot of fun making it, like in the progress of it. Like a lot of the times, I'll like take screenshots and send it to some of my other creative friends, and I'm like, yo, check out this spider web of an animator. It's really funny, isn't it? I hit, but like I like the process of making assets and stuff. Like enough to where like if somebody's asked me like, or well, how it was before, because I've done it a lot. We're like, hey, can you make this gun? And won't even ask about a price. I'll just do it for free. Or yeah, I'll end up doing it for free just because I like making the gun.
Totally get
I
that. And
used to do
sometimes,
that a lot, and then I got
yeah,
yelled at by a lot of my friends.
that's what the
And they
thing is
told me
though,
I
right?
should
Like even
charge,
Lorena's
and
getting yelled
I
at.
finally caved in.
Yeah, like Lorena was getting yelled at, like Ishimaru, everyone was like, why are you not selling this? Like she was getting yelled, yeah, like,
Yeah, that's kind of like yeah, like a lot of people, a lot of my friends and stuff were yelling at me about like the whole free gun thing, and I was like, but I wanna.
but it's like, I just want to because it's passion, you know? And I totally get you on the passionate aspect of like, just
It's
like
fun
that.
for me.
And it's like, even with you of like, on just the creative outline of that aspect of like, I don't think of this as work. Talking to you and doing all these conversations and like, okay, maybe the editing work is a lot because holy shit, help me, I do everything. It's pain. um but like, I just love talking to people, and this is just fun to do, and I get to learn about my
Isn't it?
friends. Yeah, it's just chill, fun time.
I was just gonna pretty much repeat what I was saying earlier. Like whenever it comes to like making these guns and the amazing stuff for avatars, like I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times I don't even want to charge for it because I'm just happy with how it turned out, and I want people
Yeah.
to experience it too. Like this, I was thinking about putting it out as like a public avatar for people to like clone and use, uh, so that way they can like see the features that I put on it and stuff like that.
Okay, so with that, like, I want to ask you about like kind of that stuff of like, with the boot description, I was reading it, but like it depends on the avatar base, and like, do you have to ask Kino, or like what is the terms for Lasyusha? Like, I know you could use it in
Now, Kino,
videos,
Kino.
or yeah, like,
So, as far as I had known, and as far as like everybody is aware, you can just upload an avatar as upload Lasyusha as public, and it's fine. Cause like Kino doesn't mind it as far as I'm aware. I'm not 100% positive on that. I didn't see
I
them
mean,
at
I've
the
talked to
event,
Lauren about this a little bit.
but like as far as
Yeah.
I've been told constantly, and a lot of people have like uploaded public versions of Lasyusha, and all of them have been vastly unique. I don't know. I'm not 100% positive as far as I have seen so far. Like, you can upload Lasyusha as public. I'm under the assumption that it's like as long as there's like changes and stuff to it, not just literally the avatar, like the entire avatar
I
as an
think it's
upload.
what was it?
If you've
Reproducing it
made
and
like a lot of
having,
changes and stuff.
yeah, like all the changes, but well, the no thing is like trying to sell it. That's the no thing, right? Yeah.
Yes, no, no, absolutely not. Yeah, you can't like put it up on like Booth or anything like that. Like
Yeah,
basically
100%.
re-put the entire Lasyusha based on Booth or anything like that. Obviously not. But if like you make your own like creative, unique Lasyusha and you want to upload it as public for other people to see, I'm pretty sure that's okay. And that's what I've seen so far from everybody else.
Yeah, of course. I mean, personally, like, I just like, I'm not paranoid, but I'm just like very polite. I would personally ask anyway, because I just kind of want to ask anyway, just to ask, But
So I have
yeah,
yet to have the opportunity to like meet them or talk to them. So
I've heard they go to the
but
meetup
like as far as
sometime,
like
but
I've seen
not as often.
everybody else do it, the meetup sometimes according to the arena. But I've yet to meet them, and I would absolutely love to
What did
ask them.
Ishimaru say about
But
it, or what
like
did kind of everyone say about it, with the whole Asusha thing?
So whenever I was at the whatchamacallit, at the meetup, like I think it was Genko, if I remember correctly.
Oh, Genko?
I'm not 100% positive on that.
Mm.
I no, I was talking to a few people about it, and they were all kind of like saying the same thing. Like public avatars have been seen, nothing's done about them, and like it seems like is okay with it. Not 100% sure. I really want to ask, but I can't meet them, so I haven't met them, so
Yeah. Personally, for now, I don't think I'm gonna do anything like that. But like, I would want to learn eventually how to create my own stuff and do all that stuff. Because Lasyusha is just generally like a very good avatar, and I try to convert people all the time. Like, get a Lasyusha, it's a cool avatar. Like it's just a good avatar. But like also with
it's a
like,
fantastic avatar, and I
yeah,
love it.
creating like your own stuff for it is just amazing too, because then you can like really get creative with it, which I really want to do. And also, just like, there's only around 14 or 15 pages of actual Lasyusha assets on Booth, which is not a lot, because Lasyusha is still a pretty small
Yeah, it's
community.
not a lot
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, yeah. Even though there's a decent amount of us, it's still a decently small community, Lasyusha.
That also you have to keep in mind is the fact that like whenever it comes to Lasyusha, because of her proportions and her amazing blend shapes, by the way, being able to just make almost the entirety of her body just disappear with a blend shape. Like it's quite easy to fit other clothing that wouldn't normally go on Lasyusha onto her.
Yeah, that's what I've seen too. Or just like
So you can
clothing or
buy clothing
hairs
for
or
another base.
stuff or, yeah.
Well, hairs can go on any booth avatar, but
Yeah.
like whenever it comes
Or,
to clothing specifically, like it's really, really, really easy to fit clothing to her.
yeah, yeah. And then like, what is it? Like my friend Kai and some other people do this, but like, they're like, oh yeah, for example, I want a Manuka head on a Rindo base, or like people just like swap stuff all the time or do cool stuff. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, it's really easy to do that with Lasyusha, which is why I think that it's why there's so many unique Lasyushas, and or that I that's why I think there's so many unique Lasyushas because it's so easy to get other things onto her.
I think that's also why there isn't. This might just be speculation, but why there isn't a lot of pre-made assets for her, because people do custom stuff anyway. Like just that's just a theory, a game theory.
um, I think well I do gotta point this out. The vast majority of the people who I've seen as Lasyushas are also like avatar creators to some capacity. Even as like Kanhasi, like a lot of them know their way around avatars in general. Especially at the Lasyusha meets, but like the vast majority of them ones that I've met, they have already been familiarized with like Unity and Blender and stuff like that. So yeah, that it's highly likely that like they're just like kind of putting onto Lasyusha what would normally go onto another base.
Oh yeah, I totally know what you meant. Having more customization stuff would be cool, and also like, one thing I will say is I definitely want to
I
like just,
agree.
yeah, like I want to make an asset of my own one day, because like I think I want to try to do like make like like what is it called, like light sticks or like pen lights, like the whole like light stick things at raves. I've not seen a really good one at all, like actually like an asset that you could put onto an avatar. And like, there's so much raves and stuff in VRChat, I'm very surprised that there's not much assets like that.
Like light sticks would be I mean that's quite literally just like a cylinder with emissions on it and just
Yeah,
having a toggle to turn it on and off. Maybe
yeah.
with particle system to have a trail. I mean, most people would probably look at that. Most people who want it would probably look at that and just create it themselves because of how easy that would be. For real, it just depends. I feel like whenever it comes to like making
Can I
assets, a
commission you to
lot
make
more
one?
people will tend to like if they want to put it onto booth or what the lights? Sure. I mean, I'd probably do that for free, as like that'd be a relatively simple thing.
I could
I
do
could
that
make it
one clip.
audio linked for you as well.
Oh yeah, like what is it? Like, like that one clip from Oshinoko where the kids are like doing like the whole dance thing and the idol dance, like I want to learn how to do that, okay? I'm so bad with
Oh,
light
that
sticks. So yeah, that one clip, I'm so bad with light sticks. Like, okay, here's me being a noob
right,
at
right,
light
right.
stick story, okay? I was at Offkai Expo. I went to 3 concerts over the course of 3 days. fucking help me. I was dying, okay? My voice was dead. My arms were dead. My arms were dead. It was bad, okay? Like, oh, okay, Friday was a 4-hour concert. What the fuck? And then Saturday was like,
Oh dear.
it started at 7:30, and then it went to like, we got out at like 11:30. It was like the main concert one with like Miori, Celestia was like a bigger one, and then like, of course, Takanashi Kiara was there, Bao the Whale was there, and then like, it was a really good concert, but like, damn, like so many concerts. Oh my god, that's a goal of mine too. Of like, I eventually just want to like do a panel at like a convention, or like go to Offkai Expo, like live Kaiyo Cast episode in person at Offkai. You know, that'd be so cool. VRChat in general is just so cool, and like the reason why I also do this in VRChat is because the amount of like how easy it is of like to connect people from across the world or time zones or just like hanging out with people. What's the amount of odds you would meet that person IRL? Pretty much zero to none, you know? And it's the amount of like
Yeah, pretty
doing
much
the
zero.
yeah, pretty much zero to none, because it's like, what are the chances you come across that person walking on the street? And well, even if you do, what are the chances of you talking to them? There's too much factors on the yeah, you know, like yeah. And then it's the
Yeah,
same thing of
like some
like
of my best friends had been
yeah,
like from this game, and they're like EST time zone, whereas here I am
yeah.
in JST.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's also like just talking to really cool people is an amazing thing, and just meeting new people and hanging out. Like it's a cool thing of like you're not doing anything that day, or you just want to chill and watch a movie or hang out and just like talk to some people, and you don't want to go outside. It's like pop on VR headset, hop in the air, and have a good time. And also like it does feel like these people are actually just here, if that makes sense. Like, oh, I hate the concept of how actual like baby boomers or my parents or like actual people or oh, I don't like saying it like this, but older-ish people are like virtual reality is not real. You're not talking to actual people, you know, to say it like actual people, you know, very snobby. I'm like, it's a person. You're just behind an avatar, and they're like, "What do you expect? You expect me to get a $500, $1,000 plane ticket to fly to them and meet up?" And hell no, it's shit's expensive. Like, it's all like, yeah, like it's just dumb. Like, I get the whole thing of like human interaction.
And
Like,
it's more of like a lot
yeah,
sometimes. Like I think it really depends. Sometimes like obviously depending on person, this isn't the case for most people, but from my experience so far, like a lot of times whenever I'm like just like hanging out at like a great pub or something along the lines, and I start like striking up conversation with people, a lot of times you get like to see uh like a side of somebody that they wouldn't really portray just on the outside or at work or something. Like you get to actually like opinions as an example. I like
yeah.
seeing people's opinions on various things. Uh
What you get into
Whether it's
really
just like
random deep
simple like asset
conversations.
creations or, something else like yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and like you can connect with people and it actually feels like they are actually like speaking from their mind, from their heart and whatnot, because they have no reason to like hide X, Y, and Z or whatever. They don't have no it's not like it's gonna have any adverse effect in real life, most of the
yeah,
time
of
that is.
course. Well, and also just
So it's
anything
like
with online
a
things.
lot of
Don't
people
dock yourself. Don't be stupid. You know. Yeah. It's just
right,
basic
right,
internet
of
etiquette.
course.
Yeah, of
But
course, just the
like
basic. Yeah.
I just mean like in terms of like connecting to people with like real conversations and whatnot, and getting an idea of like who they are. Like you get
Yeah,
a little bit more of that. Obviously, this isn't the case everywhere or for everyone, because there are plenty of, especially on VRChat, people who hide who they are and whatnot.
of course. Yeah, and of
But
course, people
like,
have reasons for that.
I think from my own personal experience, yeah, of course, yeah. But from my personal experience, like I don't really get much of that. A lot of the times, who I'm talking to, they're actually like showing who they are and stuff like that.
I mean, I try to act who I am all the time. You know, like how I portray myself on here, or like even just a pug or whatever, or like just me being Kaio and acting myself. Like the energetic ADHD personality. That's just who I am. My brain's constantly going 2 million miles an hour. I don't know how to stop that. You know, it just makes me want to be creative and make things and talk to people and meet new people. Like, I just find that cool. And like, I don't see the like point of like not being yourself. You know, like just being yourself is just good. I don't know how to say it otherwise. Just like, just be yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And if people, and honestly, this is gonna
Being
sound a
true to
little rude.
yourself is important.
Yeah, 100%, but it's gonna sound a little rude, but like, if people don't like who you are, fuck them. Who the fuck cares? They're just weird, you know? Like, just be yourself, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's something like
Yeah.
that I like try and get people understand. Like it doesn't matter to me. Like a lot of people will be like blah blah blah. Why using a voice changer? Blah blah. Like I just don't care. Like why should I care what you think about what I do on my own free time? What I use and how
Yeah,
I
you're
talk
still
to people.
yourself. You're still, quote, Adnap or
It
yourself.
doesn't
You're just
affect you.
changing your voice a
Yeah,
little
I'm
bit.
still being honest with you.
Yeah, you're
I'm
still
still
you.
like just conversing. I'm trying to be
Yeah.
like me. So yeah.
And who cares if it's a voice changer? It's literally just altering your voice like a little bit. Like, I get it's a common history in VRChat of like, oh, everyone's a guy until proven otherwise. Who the fuck cares? I don't give a shit. You know, like, just be yourself, honestly. It's pointless stuff, you know?
I couldn't care less about whether or not somebody is male or female. It's not like I'm doing any of that, you know,
Yeah.
that
Oh, that stuff
extra
makes me uncomfortable
special
too.
stuff that
That stuff
people
makes me
like to do in
uncomfortable.
this game. I'm not doing.
Yeah. Really makes
I
me
don't.
uncomfortable.
It makes me uncomfortable as well. Like I don't do any of that stuff. It bleh. No, just no.
Yeah. Just,
Stay away
yeah.
from me with that. I'm not
It's,
going to do it. I
mhm.
refuse to. I'm here to make conversation, meet people, have fun, make assets and stuff. Like I
As
don't
my
do.
friends say, I'm very
I'm not
pure.
doing any of that. That
Also, it's
stuff's
just the
weird to
fact
me.
of like, I just yell at people often. Like, if you see me interact with people or just in public worlds, literally, it's the fact of I will say this here too. I will say this here too. Orca in the audience can also attest to this. If you see me in a world, if you hear someone screaming, it's probably me yelling at someone. I'm just loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think it was you, Orga. But like the fact of like in the TA or Trans Academy or just like in general, I've gotten the name of since I have too much energy. Like people have said like, Kaiyo, you have enough energy to power 100 people. 100 people energy, you know, or just like a lot of energy. But yeah, it's just like that thing or like of just having lots of energy and socializing with people is just what I love to do. And shout out to all my ADHD people, but like, you literally will get trapped here. It's the fact of there's just so much general stimulation and things to do in VR, and also just like how my brain is like, people call me the golden retriever girl, or the fact of, you know, golden retrievers are often like, holy shit, new person, oh my god, yo, I get excited over the most random shit, cause oh my god, my brain is crazy.
I can see it.
I don't know, it's just, I don't know what it is, I'm just hyper, I don't know, I don't think it is, I don't know.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Also, every Lasyusha I've
It's a
met
very good thing, honestly.
is so cool. Lasyusha, most based community in VRChat. Yeah, let's go. Yo. Yeah, honestly, I'd say we're like probably up there with one of the most based communities in VRChat. I don't know. It's my opinion. I mean, yeah, like VRChat's just really magical and it's amazing of like how you can express yourself in the virtual world, but how it's also like everything links together in a way of how it's like cosplay is like IRL like VR in a way, but it you know, it's like just everything connects in the fact of like cosplay, you can express yourself in that way too, of like making things, the journey of making things, having that creativity, and then also it's just that, but in Unity and a little bit more hellish and other things, but you know, like yeah, it's all kind of connected together in some way.
Right.
Yeah,
This is you can kind of create your own thing with VRChat because of, you know, like being able to create assets, clothing, your own base, things of that nature. It's just I don't know. It's cool.
yeah, and it's usually a little bit more quote affordable a little bit because it's you can learn how to do it, and it's also like, you know, like how cosplay is a little bit more expensive because it's just materials, buying glue materials and all this like other like
And then the
fabric
labor
and
to make it and everything.
yeah, and it's like so much other just added on labor costs and stuff and just the materials, and if you're doing metal things, or it's just a little bit more crazy. Yeah, I eventually want to do that. Like go to like Anime Expo or AX, which just happened last weekend. I heard so much people go to AX and it was really fun. I want to go
Ah,
sometime. I've heard it's chaotic as hell. It's the biggest, one of the biggest anime conventions in LA or California. But yeah, like I've heard it's chaotic. I want to go. I want to eventually enter like a cosplay cup or something to like, you know, I just want to compete. editing video would be a cool experience, just to make things and actually like have that experience. And I want to do that in Unity too, and just like make things.
I think it would be cool. I've never been to a cosplay or a cosplayer convention at all. But I mean, hey, I've got Unity and stuff, and I think that's more of a reason as to why I like the Lasyusha meetups because it's pretty close to it.
It's like a
and I
VR
can just
convention,
create what I
but
want.
just Lasyusha meetup. Yeah, it's like
And
the
then show it off.
It's
Yeah.
the VR Lasyusha meetup. VR. It's a Lasyusha
Yes.
convention. Let's call it. Yeah. And it's Lasyusha Con.
Is it? Lasyusha Con.
Yeah. But yeah, this has honestly been super fun. I had a blast. Thank you so much for coming on, by the way. This was so fun. Hell yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for inviting me on.
Hell yeah. I definitely probably there's just I could ramble about this stuff for hours about creativity and stuff. Honestly, once you do more other Lasyusha stuff, we honestly might have to have a Adnap 2.0 episode. Hey, I'm saying, but like, hey, honestly, the 2.0 episode we bring Lorena on here, just talk about cool things. That'd be sick. Thanks everyone for coming out. Thank Ad for coming out. This was amazing. And I'll see you all in the virtual world in the next Kaiyo Cast episode. Bye. Bye.